TAC Cup Grand Final 2015. Take it away, Rick.
Umpire puts the ball in the air, ready to start this grand final. And a lovely bounce. Wen gets a tap out straight away. No one able to quite shark it. They've tapped it forward in the direction of the Chargers, but no one able to pick it up. The umpire will come in and ball it up, as we see so often, a second bounce in that centre square. And Wen getting another tap out to Ainsworth. Hurries it forward towards centre wing. There's Ryan Clark with the little hand. Out the back to Liam Jeffs, the captain today. He gets a dribbler through to Bryce Batty through the middle of the ground. And Easton go forward. Aaron Cotty with the big kick down towards the forward pocket. Over the back, and we've got a grab down there.
McClarty.
And McClarty, judging it beautifully, takes the mark in defence. He plays on straight away to centre half, back to Ainsworth. Quick hands over the back. And we've got Cunningham running it down further afield. And a good call out leaves Dion Johnson just underneath us here at half forward. Ryan Harvey to intercept.
Harvey takes the intercept mark on the half-back and 50 metres, if you don't mind.
Already early in the game, we've seen intercept marks at both ends, and this is a real sign of both teams' defensive abilities.
Ryan Harvey is in the middle of Etihad Stadium. He kicks long inside 50. Lovely measured kick. Blake Hardwick just tumbling backwards, takes the grab, and he's got the opportunity to kick the first goal of the morning.
Great penetration in the kick, just had the distance to get over that defender.
And that time able to drag McClarty out of the contest, so Hardwick was able to get a one-on-one.
Hardwick is on a 45-degree angle. He's only 20 metres out. We're right behind him. He comes in, he kicks, and it's straight through. No, just to the left.
Ooh.
Just had a bit of a hook on it.
Gee, I'd written it down.
I'd written it down as well. That's the first score on the Carter's Bar scoreboard. The Eastern Rangers are one behind. Oakley yet to score, and we're 3 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Oakley to defend, beautiful pass out wide, but the mark was dropped there on that occasion by Fraser Pearce. And it will go out of bounds right on the 50. Eastern Rangers attacking. And we've got big Wen in the front, getting a few knockouts early in this game. Gets it to ground. Bryce Batty swoops on it, directs it towards centre half forward. It's a loose ball. Ryan Clark dribbles it forward towards the goal, but just took a bad bounce, and it's through for a behind. Early days, but good attacking start for the Eastern Rangers. Now the scoreboard reads 2 behinds to the Rangers, no score to the Oakley Chargers, and Hooper will play on towards centre wing.
Hooper kicks it to centre wing. Nice mark there, taken by Jack Ferns. Just short of centre wing. He squares it up to Hooper. Had a good final last week. Kicks in a shorty to Kate Ainsworth. He switches play to the Harbour side. Taylor Demand. Demand goes long to half forward. Pushed underneath it. Crocker. Kick smothered. Close to the boundary line and out of bounds.
Well done.
Good work there by Jack Maybaum of the Eastern Rangers, and the ball will be thrown in. We're between wing and half forward on the commentary side of Etihad Stadium. Beautiful throw in. Mitchener gets the front spot. Good work by Oakley. Cunningham on the left boot. Kicks it to centre half forward. Ball goes to ground. Pile of players, and the umpire will come in and ball this up. Of course, Bound for Glory News, my boy Rick today. I've got Tom Phillips of the Chargers and Callum Brown, son of Gavin Brown, and you've got Hayden Stanley and Taylor Demand. Already got a touch, as we've got young Jaden Stevenson had a great preliminary final. He kicks to centre wing. Mitchener, the ruckman, goes out wide to Brolick. Brolick goes long, low and hard, looking for Hannon. He's worried out of it by McClarty. Gets it to Hooper, wrapped up in a tackle, bit high, and Oakley will take the resultant free kick.
Hooper at half back. Had a good final series. He'll kick long down the line towards the wing. Over the back it goes, beats all comers. It's just stayed in play momentarily, but eventually over the line. And we're just forward of centre wing. Oakley attacking. Two big ruckmans, going to be a great duel. Mitchener against Wen. Wen with the front position. He's hard to get around now. It feeds out the back. Sister for the Eastern Rangers.
Pass.
Bullets it down towards Collins. It's centre half forward. He's inside the square. Kicks long. And an intercept mark that time again by Hooper. Judged it well. And came across. Now he'll switch play. He's got a man over there in Walker. Walker just inboard to Campbell Lane. We're at centre half back, about 40 metres out from the Eastern Rangers goal. Lane goes short to Dooman. Dooman will kick along the wing, just underneath us here. Ball spoiled over the back. This should go out of bounds and there'll be a throw in.
Pretty tight, Shaky.
Absolutely, and just been watching contested possession, and it sits about 5-4 Eastern Rangers way as they sort each other out early on. Really close contest.
Ball to be thrown in. Centre wing, Etihad Stadium, Dockland side of the ground. Good tap out by Mitchener. Kick forward by Dylan Clark, but intercept marked by Lockie Byrne-Jones. He's dropped what he should have taken there. Ball spills clear. Bit of a pack. Umpire scouts around. He'll come in and ball this up. We're on the point of the centre square. Just in favour of the Rangers. Mitchener, good work. Taps it down. Cotty forcing the ball forward. And the umpire will come in. We've advanced the ball about 10 metres. We're between the arc and the square. This time Wen gets it out. Good work by Tommy Phillips. Clever kick. Oh, spilt mark by
Good
Johnson,
tackle.
but he butters up with a good tackle. Umpire looks at that one. Said he had no prior. And this is bang on centre wing, right in front of the interchange bench. Up they go. Big Wen tries to feed the ball out. They eventually get it out. Kick smothered. Close to the boundary line. They keep it in. Phillips can't take it. Good stuff. They kick forward. Oakley through Walker. They need a mark. Can't quite take it. Stanley. Now the handball goes out wide. They go one way, come back the other. Paddy Phillips behind. Carter's Bar scoreboard. Oakley are one behind. The Rangers are two behinds. And we have just gone past 7.5 minutes on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Shots on goal are going to be a premium today. If you get them, you've got to make them count.
Rollick to kick in towards half back. Clark's his target. Mitchener over the back, thumps it down. Gallucci sharks it. Dribbles it forward towards centre wing. Great pick up by Joel Garner. Gets on the left. Kicks towards half forward. Oh, beautifully directed kick. Hardwick had it and lost it. Now it's fed out the back. And it'll end up... Oh, McClarty was the target. But great spoil by Garner. Came in at the last minute. Gave away a few inches. And got it over the line. We're at half forward for the Eastern Rangers. We are just on the time clock. 8.5 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock. First quarter action. Ball tapped down. Or a bit of a dribbler towards the line. And it'll go out of bounds again.
There's been a few fumbles. You can see the pressure's on early in the game. They'll steady down as the game wears on.
Ball to be thrown in. Mitchener. Thompson. They get it down to the feet of the pack. No one able to break the tackle, and we'll have a ball up. We're about 55 out from Eastern's goal. Half forward flank. Quick throw up. Mitchener with the hands just onto the 50. Stevenson trying to paddle it forward. Gang tackling going on, left, right and centre. And there'll be a ball up. We're still about 52 metres out from the Eastern goal. No goals as yet. Hard fought grand final so far. Walker out the back. Now little hands freed up Campbell Lane on centre wing. He'll go long towards half forward. Crocker uses his body, or now Crocker swoops on it. He should be able to chip it inside 50, and that was a beautiful bit of play. Answorth was that player originally that got his hands on it. And Kerr has taken the mark. We're 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. But great work, Benny Crocker. So Kerr He's been a good target at centre half forward, especially late in the year for Oakley.
Just quickly, Rick, 33 to 18 possessions. Oakley Chargers in front.
Kerr coming in, 40 metres out, kicks beautifully, that's straight through the middle, and that's the first goal on the board to the Oakley Chargers, 1-1-7, leading Eastern 2 behinds, and that of course is on the Carter's scoreboard, and we're now 10 minutes into this first quarter on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
And again, if we have a look at contested possession, Oakley Chargers at the moment 9, Eastern Rangers 7, so just ahead, and also 3 intercept marks to 1 Oakley Chargers way.
Exactly, and just dominating Hooper and Ounsworth with 5 possessions each, and Walker and Sullivan just getting their hands on the footy a bit too much there, Shaky.
Yeah, they're going to have to tighten up a little bit.
Back in the middle, we've got Hannon and Harry McDonald. Cotty for Easton gets the clearing kick. It goes out wide. Darcy Crocker. Now Ryan Clark barges through. Beautiful footy. They go forward, Easton. Looking for a mark. And
got it.
Paid.
Yes.
I think they've paid it. Umpire
He's paid it.
just sorting out the... it's our little mate here, Jaden Stevenson.
Got 2 bites of it and held onto it.
We can just watch that... you boys can watch that on the replay. Make sure it's all... Doesn't matter. He's got the mark.
It's a great contested mark.
And this for a very quick answering goal for the Eastern Rangers. Jaden Stevenson, 16 years of age. He's going to kick from 16 metres out, near enough to directly in front, and puts it straight through the middle. No shortage of confidence with Jaden Stevenson. He's got the Rangers first. They move on to 1-2-8 on the Carter's Bar scoreboard. Oakley a 1-1-7, and we're almost to the 12-minute mark on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Good mark there. Stevenson coming from 3 deep there. Got himself hands on the footy first and fumbled a little bit, but that was the pressure, and a good mark and quick answer, Shaky, which is what you want to do when you concede a goal.
In the grand final for sure. Don't let that elastic band stretch too long.
Hannon has gone into the ruck for the Rangers against Wen. He jumps early but got it down. Answorth in everything at the moment. Bundles it forward. Cotty had it and lost it. Sullivan with the little hands to Tommy Phillips. Out the back into a pack it goes. Sullivan again dishing it out. We've got a lot of players around this one, and good heavy tackling. Campbell Lane. Pressure on. Now Brolick gets a little kick towards the middle of the ground, rolling towards centre half forward. Oh, Burn Jones does well, feeds it out the back. Taken that time by Whitehead feeds it out to Answorth. He's got a man further afield, and they'll just slow up play. Tommy Phillips is a good left footer. He'll get it down towards half forward.
Great.
Oh, it was a beautiful pass, but a great work by the defender there. Just to hold up play now. It's with Brolick. Oh, fumble at the crucial stage. Just sees it in dispute. Sullivan and Clark going after it. Dylan Clark underneath it. Now they're trying to work it through Keppel. Good tackling by the Chargers to hold up play. And we'll have a ball up just towards centre half forward for the Oakley Chargers. Wen taps it down. Gives the opportunity. Darcy Crocker for the Rangers. Gets it out to Sister. He'll go on that left. He's a good user of the footy, and he gets it further afield to the co-captain in Jeffs. Jeffs gives it to Bryce Patty. He's got a loose man in Garner. He just has to wait and run onto it. Now he gets it. He gets to 45. Kicks towards goal. Just had a bit of a hook on it. Ball spoiled, and it goes through for a behind. Good passage of play to get that loose man out the back, but just needed a goal there.
139 to 117. We've got Harvey Hooper to bring the ball back in. 14 and a half minutes into the first quarter here on TAC Cup Radio action. Listeners all around the world. Fraser Pearce on half back. Kicks to the wing. Lovely leading mark by Crocker. He kicks long, low, hard, close to the boundary line, and Paddy Phillips can't quite pick it up.
Sullivan and Ainsworth on 7 possessions each. Chargers getting plenty of the footy.
Shaky, Crocker playing up the ground, is that where you want him as a coach, or
Early on, I really think it's terrific to get him up the ground around the ball, because you can see with his kicking, he hits targets, and they're over 40, 45 metres. Real penetration with that kick.
And then maybe duck over the back and take a couple of contested marks.
And he's quite capable of it.
Down on the ground for GDF Sewers, Caden. The players coming off, are they blowing hard or are they up and about?
Yeah, they are blowing hard. It's obviously an intense start, being the grand final, but they'll relax and get into the role towards the later part of the game.
Ball thrown in. Stanley can't quite take it. Paddy Phillips gets a quick handball out. Rough's Edge can't get it away. Great tackle by Ainsworth. Now we've got Sister. Cool in the crisis. Sister's got it. Wheels around back onto his left foot. Kicks up forward. That is magic football. Beautiful football to Stevenson. Now they're away. Handball by Ryan Clark. Running through the centre is Gallucci, one bounce.
Away.
He kicks long, and that has just got underneath it.
I think you were right, Gabe. He should have went all the way to 50.
Burn-Jones takes the intercept mark. He goes up the middle, finds Tommy Phillips, my boy for Bound for Glory News.
Oh, look at this.
He kicks down to Paddy Phillips, all on his own. Patrick Phillips, he crosses 50. It's long and just to the left.
He had Ainsworth and Morgan on their own to the right, but I think he should have had a shot. He was clear, had the backing skill, and he just missed.
128 to 139. It is the Rangers by 1, and we are 16 and a half minutes into the first quarter here on TAC Cup Radio.
Keppel takes the mark and dishes it out further. Gallucci couldn't quite hold on to it, and it's out of bounds.
A little bit of a difference at the moment is those clanger kicks. Eastern Rangers just seem to be doing a few more than Oakley, and it's telling at the forward half.
Mitchener in the front this time. Now, great palm by Wen to get it down to Walker. Down towards centre half forward. Ainsworth gets it out. They're trying to run it out of there. Tom Phillips has a shot on goal, and he's kicked beautifully on that left. Tom Phillips for the Oakley Chargers has put their second goal on the board. 2-2-14, Eastern 139. That is, of course, on the Carter scoreboard, 17 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Good goal there. Just get the ball inside 50. It's both forward lines are competing hard, trying to keep the ball in there. And quick hands. I didn't see who handballed it out, but good left foot snap there by Tom Phillips.
Kate Ainsworth with the quick hands, Gabe.
Yep.
Playing well. Michael Wen and Big Bo Mitchener. Beautiful bounce. Wen gets the tap out. Rough's Edge. Back to Wen. They feed it out. Fraser Pearce on the tear. He measures it. Kicks up forward. Spills over the back. They're under some pressure. Gallucci lays a good tackle. Umpire looks and he will come in and bounce. We're inside forward 50 for the Oakley Chargers, about 30 metres out from their goal. Harry Thompson gets the tap. Bryce Batty under pressure, dispossessed. Kicked off the carpet. Paddy Kerr, they're bending down. Harry Thompson. It's a hot potato in underneath. Now the ball spills up, spiked out. Handball quick. Paddy Phillips.
Great goal.
Paddy Phillips. You beauty on the left foot. Great snap. That's Oakley's third. They move on to 3 goals, 2-20. The Eastern Rangers 1 goal, 3-9 on the Carter's Bar scoreboard. We are 18, almost 19 minutes in to the first quarter here on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
And Oakley Chargers just starting to really get the ball in the contested situation and then break away, getting repeat forward entries, and the opportunity to score keeps presenting.
Yeah, 8 inside 50s for 5 scoring shots and 3 goals. It's good work by the forwards, though, keeping the pressure, making sure that ball stays in and they get a scoring opportunity.
Back in the middle, Wen doing a great job, but that time Mitchener gets the tap out into Ryan Clark territory. He dribbles one in front of Cotty, who another dribbler down towards half forward, just not hitting their targets at the moment. Garner doing well across half forward, just gave the don't argue. Now it's back into the centre. Mitchener gets all tied up. It's forced into dangerous territory here at centre wing. Oakley promising to open it up here, and that they do. And Cunningham drives across half back. Oh, he found my boy, Duman. He dropped it and then butted up, kicked towards half forward or centre wing. And good mark over the back there to Sarah. Sarah, who's impressed in the finals. Kicks towards half forward for the Rangers. Taps it down. Duman flicks it out the back. They'll drive it long towards wing again, but Darcy Crocker read it better than most. Takes the intercept mark. Centre wing. Crocker goes short to find the big ruckman in Mitchener. Eastern Rangers just forward to centre. Centre wing. They'll have to kick to centre half forward to a long lead. Spoiled at both angles. Now Crocker gets the kick down towards a one-on-one. McClarty takes the intercept mark, and he'll steady things down in the back pocket.
In the back pocket for Oakley. They kick out wide looking for Hooper. Punches close to the boundary. They've got McClarty running onto it. He just puts boot to ball. It's bobbling along centre wing. Sister for Easton. Lays off the handball to Keppel, who goes in short. He finds a teammate who kicks out wide to Cotty, who can't quite take it in. Out in the full.
The kicking of the Rangers is horrible, really.
I think you've got to give credit to Oakley Chargers there. They're putting real pressure on, and sometimes inferred pressure.
Easton getting dispossessed. Burn-Jones, and there's a free kick picked out, and it's going to Easton, I think. Yes, it is, and it's Anthony Brolick. He's on the outer centre wing, or the city side of the ground. Comes over the back. McClarty first to it. Tackled, but still gets the handball away. Comes back to Brolick. Not the best passage of play at the moment. Now they kick forward. Nice take here by Callum Brown. Brown over the side, around the corner. Goal, Callum Brown. That is my boy for Bound for Glory News, and the Rangers wanted that one. 2-3-15. They trail the Oakley Chargers 3-2-20 on the Carter's Bar scoreboard, and the Cowboys' cash and carry time clock is 22 minutes into the first quarter.
Callum Brown really knows where those goals are. Across his final series, he's put through a couple that shouldn't have got there, but he's just found a way.
Back in the middle. Been an entertaining first quarter, 22 minutes in. Oakley by 5. Ball bounced down. Harry Thompson into the ruck now. Now it's worked forward. Oh, this is dangerous. Walker gets it down for Oakley, down towards full forward. Good use of the body. Oh, Tommy Phillips, soccer tactics, down towards the forward line and just out of bounds. And it goes, we're only a couple of metres around from the behind post. Oakley definitely look on top at the moment. Oh, Wen doing great in the ruck, taps it out the back door. Now Walker gets it on the left down towards the forward pocket, and we'll have a throw in a similar position.
Again, just to paint the picture of TAC Cup football, deep in Oakley's forward line, as you look back across the ground, there's one-on-one contest spread right back to the Eastern Rangers goal. Fantastic to see.
It is. Wen gets it out, just gets disposed of. Oh, there's a dribbler. That isn't Tommy again, is it?
Might be.
Tom Phillips has dribbled it between 3 players and put it through for a goal. Real talented footballer. And that gives them their 4th goal for the quarter. Oakley 4-2-26 to Easton. 2-3-15, 23 and a half minutes in.
Tommy Phillips, 9 disposals, 2 marks, 3 tackles, a clearance, and 2 goals. Not a bad quarter in a grand final.
Happens to be my boy for Bound for Glory News and my selection for the medal, but early days.
Don't go early.
Don't go early. All right. In the shadows of quarter time, been a great first quarter. That'll be the first recall bounce of the day. The umpire comes back in. Mitchener versus Harry Thompson. Up they go. Mitchener gets the tap out to Liam Jeffs. Lays off the handball to Cotty, who gets wrapped up. And we're not outside that centre circle just yet, or the outer centre circle. Umpire comes in again.
Oh, freak.
Ruckman wrestling. That was just kicked out of the air. Comes over the back. Kick forward for Easton by Stanley. Jaden Collins keeps it in front of him. Harry Thompson got the front position and got in the back, and he'll take the resultant free kick. Thompson goes straight down the ground. Siren sounds as Paddy Kerr takes the mark, and he's not allowed to take the kick. It's quarter time. TAC Cup Grand Final. It finds the Carter's Bar scoreboard reading 4-2-26 the Oakley Chargers, 2-3-15 the Eastern Rangers. That's a lead of 11 points. It's the Chargers by 11 points. Take it away, Rick.
In the middle to commence the second quarter, big Michael Wen doing well against Mitchener at the moment, and that's a crooked bounce, and we'll have a recall. Something happens so often. Can't really coach for that, can you, Shaky?
No, but they've been really good. I think the umpires have been fantastic so far in this first quarter.
So the big leaping Mitchener that time. Out the back it comes to Cunningham for Oakley. He works it down forward. There's Paddy Phillips. Dodges, weaves it. Gives it around. We've got Walker there kicking it down towards centre half forward. Ball hits the deck. A little flick out the back to Gallucci. He runs in and out of trouble and he gets pinged. He thought he had time, but Harry Thompson, the big fella, was the one who saw him first and lunged at him. And Thompson will kick for goal. 35 out, almost directly in front.
Goes under the radar a bit, Thompson, I reckon.
I really rate him. I think he impacts not only above in the air, but also at ground level, and as you saw there in tackling.
Harry Thompson comes in. Goal umpire hasn't really moved. That's a goal. And Oakley looking good at the moment. Harry Thompson gets his first. They move on to 5-2-32 to Eastern, 2-3-15 on the Carter scoreboard. And we are just 1 minute into this second quarter on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
10 inside 50s for the Chargers, 7 scoring shots. Possessions 85 to 62, tackles 17-11. The tackling's been fantastic. The Chargers have turned over footy through tackling 3 or 4 times, and then the inferred pressure, as you called it, Shaggy.
Okay, Mitchener and Wen. Tommy Phillips gets the clearing kick. It's bobbling ball at centre half forward. Rangers have got the numbers through Hayden Stanley. He kicks to centre wing.
Good
defensive punch over the boundary line and out of bounds. We're between wing and centre and half forward on the harbour side or the commentary side of the
Almost
ground.
took a bit of the roof, that kick.
It was a bit of an up and under. It won't bring down rain, I can guarantee that. Ball to be thrown in. Too big Leviathan Ruckman. Wen gets the slap down. They feed the handball out to Ruff's edge. Now Ryan Clark trying to run onto it. Intercept for Oakley. They kick forward. Stretching there. Couldn't quite take it. Was Tommy Phillips. And Brolick sees the ball over the boundary line.
How would you calm down someone like Cade Answorth at the moment? He's seeming to get a lot of the ball, Shaky.
Well, I think Cade's a really smart footballer, so it's got to be not just one, it's got to be just like you saw there. You've got to really apply pressure to him from all angles, otherwise he will find a way to get the ball.
Now slapped down by Wen in the ruck. Out the back it comes. Couple of handballs from Answorth again. Gets it out, he's got a man there. They'll kick it towards half forward. Oh, Pat Phillips gets on the right. Boots it towards Harry Thompson. And he's taken the mark. Could be 2 in 2 minutes for Harry. He's only about 6 metres out. He's on a bit of an angle. So it looks like a regulation little banana bender, or is he going to... No, he's going to go the drop punt. And he looks like he's kicked it through the middle. 2 in 2 for Harry. All of a sudden, Oakley opening up. Dangerous part of the game. 6-2-38 to Eastern, 2-3-15. And that's only 4 minutes into this second quarter.
And Eastern here have just got to win the football and control possession for a little bit. Every time it's going to the ground, Oakley are able to stream the ball away and put pressure on them inside their forward 50.
Arnsworth, 13 disposals, 2 marks, 2 tackles, 7 clearances. Just absolutely dominating.
All right, back in the centre. Good start to the second quarter. They've got out to a 23-point lead. Up it goes. Dylan Clark first at it. Might have got one in the back. He's still trying to get it out. He gets it out, but Michael Wen's got it. He feeds it out to Fraser Pearce, who gets a quick kick inside 50. Bit of a chaos ball here. This is putting the defenders on notice. Umpire looks and he will ball it up. We are 35 metres out. They're kicking to the Latrobe Street or the Fletcher end of Etihad Stadium. It comes over the back. Ryan Clark's got it, dispossessed. Now they feed it out. Paddy Phillips snaps.
Poster.
Hits the Wilbur.
And again, it was Ainsworth that fed that handball out.
He's everywhere.
6-3 plays 2-3. 24 points the difference. Rangers to bring the ball back in through Anthony Brolick. He kicks to the city side of the ground. Up they go, comes over the back. Whitehead gets dragged off the ball. Now they're a chance again. This is kicked forward through Walker, and it's another one for Oakland. Oh, dangerous times for the Eastern Rangers. The Oakley Chargers have come out like a shot out of a bolt in the second quarter. They move on to 7-3-45 to the Eastern Rangers 2-3-15. 5.5 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
And that disposal discrepancy has grown out to 36 now. So you can just see Eastern Rangers have got to start to win the football.
Well, 18-9 clearances too there, so they're getting their hands on the footy, but it's clear possession, which means they're able to move forward a lot quicker.
Back in the middle. And that time Mitchener gets a tap out. Again, now they should be able to go forward here. Mitchener for the Eastern Rangers works it inboard. He's got it down underneath us here at half forward. All of a sudden there was a fumble at the crucial stage, allowed Oakley in, and eventually it'll go out of bounds, but they gained about 40 metres, and it's at half forward now for the Chargers.
Dewman was so brave there, backing back into the pack then just to create the contest.
Ball to be thrown in. Harry Thompson getting involved. A bit of wrestling, both missed it. Hits the deck, out the back it goes. Cotty gets it down towards half forward. Oh, intercepted by Whitehead. He'll kick long, back towards centre half forward.
Great mark.
But a great mark that time to Ainsworth. Gives it out. Crocker gets it forward towards forward pocket. Ball in dispute still. Little kick out of the pack. Just offline. And it's through from behind. They are everywhere at the moment, the Chargers.
And at the moment, no one is taking accountability for Ainsworth.
45 plays 15, 30 points the difference. Now we've got Big Mitchener on the half-back flank for Eastern Rangers. He kicks to centre wing. Can't take the mark. That boy Ainsworth again feeds the ball out. Looked for the give and get, couldn't get it. Ball spills out of the back of the pack. Hardwick. Handballs forward. Thompson for Oakley. Ball just bobbling about. Now Thompson again. They scramble it forward. Comes out the back to Ryan Harvey, who's tackled, and the ball spills over the boundary line out of bounds. City side of Etihad Stadium. Good little crowd of people in here today. TAC Cup Radio, been with you all season, and now it's grand final day. Beautiful throw in. Thompson punches it forward. Too high, says the umpire, and the Rangers will take the resulting free kick. Gallucci. Jordan Gallucci told to play on. Goes this way, comes back the other. Ainsworth putting a lot of pressure on. It comes over the back. Now Whitehead for Oakley by hand. Back to Whitehead. Or just fumbles it. Loses it in play. Sister. Gets out wide. Mitchener on the left boot. He kicks forward. Hooper first onto it. Needs to watch out for Brown. Brown worries him out of it. Now Easton go forward. They need a mark, and a mark they've got. Jaden Stevenson. He's marked this in the forward pocket.
Wasn't there some turnovers with fumbles from both sides there?
Stevenson, he's been given his angle. He's not a long way out, but he'll probably kick from 26, 27 metres out. Pretty severe angle, 70 degrees. He comes in, Jaden Stevenson for his second. He kicks.
To go.
Oh, just to the right, just faded. 2-4-16 Carter's Bar scoreboard. 7-4-46. And we are 9.5 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Burn Jones kicks it to Wen. Finds a bit of space at half-back. I'll go long to that interchange area. Oh, great work. Tommy Phillips gets on the left, drives it inboard, but a good intercept mark by Dylan Clark at half-back for the Eastern Rangers. Just looking to play on, didn't have a lot of options. They guarded the space well then. Oh, he's kicked up and under, but Ryan Clark had it, just couldn't hold on. Eventually it's forced out. A little hurried kick, doesn't quite travel the journey. Intercept by Sullivan for the Oakley Chargers. He kicks towards a dangerous spot at centre half forward. Cotty gets tackled. Little kick out of the pack. Here comes Clark through the middle. And now we've got Brown. Runs to centre. Now he'll kick towards a one-on-one. Stevenson's his target. Ball hits the deck. Mopped up by Ferns. They're under a bit of pressure here. Stevenson goes back in, trying to hold it in their forward line. And the Rangers did well there to hold up play after looking like it was going to be repelled.
You just saw what the Rangers should have to do with Arnsworth. Clark got the ball and then got knocked over after he got rid of it.
Brown gets it, gets tackled, and there'll be a ball up. We're about 25 around from the Eastern goal, who would be fair to say really need one.
Get him out of the contest. That's what they have to do.
Now Hannon gets a hand on in the ruck. Sharked away that time. That wasn't Arnsworth again.
Yes, it was.
My goodness.
That's why
just have we got a stat check on Arnsworth?
17.
Well, that would be 18. 18 and 9 clearances.
Ball thrown in. Half forward comes over the back. Disputed footy, slapped out. Oakley might have the numbers here. They force it out. Walker. Handball slung now. Rangers have got the numbers. He sells his mate into a bit of trouble there in Harvey. And the ball will be tossed up. We are between wing and half forward. Just in front of the coach's box. Oh, lovely take there by Cotty. He runs into trouble. Oh,
right, exactly.
Oakley are playing like men possessed here. It is...
it's almost like the blind turn without the blind turn. He actually ran straight into him.
They've got the appetite for the contest, Shaky.
There's no doubt about that. And I think just in the last couple of minutes I've seen Eastern start to pick up the contest a little bit. They're keeping the ball down here in their forward 50 for a while. They could get a score here.
Okay, here we... Oh, Blake Hardwick gets it out to Batty. He tries to turn it around the corner. They've got Stevenson in the goal square.
Holding.
Free kick. And going Oakley's way. Now Burn Jones. He tried to dash around Hannon. Little bit of humpo-bumpo. Nothing to see here.
It's good to see, though. I think the Rangers need a lift somehow, somewhere. So maybe a bit of aggression won't hurt.
Where ball to be thrown in right on the 50-metre arc. Up it goes. Wen, beautiful tap out to Sullivan. He flicks out the handball to Demand. Fraser Pearce for Oakley. Kicks to centre wing. Eastern Rangers send it back from whence it came.
That's 50.
But a 50-metre young Sarah. And this is Cunningham.
Made him earn it. Probably illegally, but made him earn it.
No, the 50 was there for sure.
Cunningham takes the 50. He'll kick from still inside the centre square. This ball will go inside 50, or he'll square it up. He looks, he points. He kicks long, low and hard into 50.
Oh,
and
Hands in the back somewhere.
It's a free kick or a mark. It's going to be a free kick to Big Harry Thompson, who is having a great grand final day so far. He is lining up for his third goal. It will be Oakley's 8th to give them a lead of 36 points. Harry Thompson, he is 30 metres out. It's a low helicopter to the square, and it's pushed through for a behind. 7-5-47 Carter's Bar scoreboard, 2-4-16 the Eastern Rangers, and we're 14 and a half minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Now they'll kick to a long ball down towards half-back, just hit the deck, sock it back in towards a dangerous spot. Gallucci, or wasn't Gallucci, now it's Sister. Tom Phillips intercepts for the Oakley Chargers, gives it to Hooper. He'll chip inboard, and he's found Sullivan. Sullivan's taken the mark, and he's only 45 out. He goes short and wide. Tom Phillips on the left. He'll kick from an angle, but I wouldn't put it past him. He's only 35 out from goal. Now he's gone, unguarded, Campbell Lane. They look shell-shocked at the moment, the Rangers. Getting a bit frustrated and not picking up their man at the same time. They've got to do more than that. Campbell Lane, 45 out. He comes in. This could nearly blow it out. Campbell Lane comes in. Kicks nicely. Has it got the carry? Just touched on the line. And it's through for a behind. They'll quickly play on here. And Easton have the mark in the back pocket. Dylan Clark gets it wide. Collins at half-back. Came a long way up the ground. Chips it into Gallucci. He'll go to centre half-back. Dangerous kick, but Jeffs gets it and plays on.
Liam Jeffs through the middle. Kicks to half-forward. Whitehead for Oakley. Gets it on to Dion Johnson. They kick into the centre. Oakley have got the numbers. Bit much on the handball. Campbell Lane goes after it. Big Collins. Disputed footy, just getting forced forward. Now Gallucci on the left boot. Hannon works his man underneath it. First one back. Little Burn-Jones comes in, and Little Burn-Jones, he's one of those little back pocket players that's just going to...
Little chihuahua.
Like a little blowfly. Just won't leave you alone. Boundary umpire to throw it in. Second quarter action here on TAC Cup Radio. Wennon Collins. Good work. Jacquetine runs in. Kicks.
Missed.
Misses. Needed that one. Thomas Jacquetine. They moves them on to 2-5-17 to 7-6-48. 29 points the difference. Oakley to bring the ball back in. They're kicking to the Fletcher or Latrobe Street end of the ground. Whitehead, lovely long kick looking for McClarty. It falls to the front. Now the ball in dispute. Burn-Jones over the top of it. Cunningham feeds it out to Burn-Jones. Puts the dinky kick out to Campbell Lane. He's tackled but gets the ball away. Ends back up with Cunningham. Just pushes off. Wrapped in a tackle. Walker still feeds the ball forward. Oakley first in the whole time. Campbell Lane kicks to half forward. Tommy Phillips, the ball comes out the back. He still keeps pushing the ball forward. Now off the carpet. Close to the boundary line, and Oakley have advanced the ball, 75, 80, 100 metres.
And that's real intent, to get the ball moving forward, put the opposition under pressure, whereas we see Eastern Rangers get it, and they're really slow in their ball movement, not sure of themselves, and give Oakley a chance to take the ball off them.
Two ruckman to go it again. Over the back, Campbell Lane getting involved a bit in the last 5 minutes. They get it out now. Collins with the hand out the back. Has he got the man out there, Cotty? He taps it to himself. He hasn't got a lot of support, and eventually it goes out of bounds. And Oakley just defensively have been terrific today. Just not allowing that yard space. Collins will go up against Wen, who's had a good game in the ruck so far. Collins gets it down. Walker sharks it to Cunningham. I've liked his game. Cunningham for Oakley gets it towards centre half forward. They back up. There's my boy,
great
Duman.
tackle.
Gets tackled. Tried to take on his opponent. And all of a sudden we've got Sister will run on straight away. He'll go inboard. Little take around the ankles. Finds Ryan Clark with the hand. Now Sarah. Oh, intercept mark that time to Ruff's edge. And he'll take it at half back for Oakley and drive it towards centre wing. There's that man, Campbell Lane again. Well, no, it's not. It's Paddy Phillips. Out to Hooper. Hooper goes long to half forward. Crocker trying to work to the front. Tapped over the back. Brolick does well to dish it out wide. Sarah should intercept too. He gives it to Cotty. Easton trying to work it out of this mess here. Now Cotty gets it back. He'll go towards the centre. Clark drops it. Gets back. Gets it out.
Goes through to Ryan Harvey. He runs through the middle of Etihad Stadium. They need a mark. Stevenson feeds it off. Hardwick has a snap for goal.
Needed that.
Behind.
Good pressure again.
Another behind. That takes them on to 2-6-18 to 7-6-48. Oakley to bring the ball back in. We are 20 minutes into the second quarter. Cowboys cash and carry time clock. The big men fly, and there's a mark by big Sam McClarty. McClarty on half-back. Goes to the outer side of the ground. Intercept mark to Jordan Gallucci. He's coming into it a little bit. He's got Sister all alone in the middle of the ground. Takes a bounce, dance, weave, uses it by hand. Gets it across to Hardwick. Long bomb! Straight through the middle, Blake Hardwick. That'll get the Rangers going. That moves them on. 3-6-24, Carter's Bar scoreboard. The Oakley Chargers 7-6-48. 21 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
And just in the last couple of minutes, Ryan Clark, Eastern Rangers prime movers, just starting to get his hands on the ball. So it's giving Eastern Rangers some opportunity inside that 450.
Yeah, definitely. I think Sister as well, 12 disposals. Ryan Clark, but the last 5 or 6 minutes, I think the Rangers have got their hands on the footy a lot more, which has at least stopped the Chargers from getting any score. Now they need to convert a little bit more, the Rangers.
Back in the middle, Hardwick thrown into the centre. They normally go off if they kick a goal, but he's gone into the centre. Anyway, Cade Answorth with the kick out, the clearance. Out the back it goes, Collins. Now it's Keppel. Keppel goes to Sarah. Garner brings it to ground. Tries to flick it out. He's got support this time. Harvey goes through the middle. He'll line up Hardwick. Hardwick's in the middle of the ground now. Easton attacking. They'll kick towards a one-on-one. Hannon's the target. And Hannon gets the front. Just got pushed off at the last minute. Great defensive play, Duman. And my boy, Duman, gets it for Bound for Glory News and does well and goes off the ground just in front of our commentator on the ground, Caden McDonald. Bit of interchanging going on at the moment, Caden.
Yeah, boys. Kate Answorth wandered off before and he didn't look puffed at all after his 20 touches in the first half. Business as usual for him. Little
flick out of the back. Jeffs gets it forward. It's in their hands now. Oh, he handballed under pressure. But Darcy Crocker gets a boot on it. They should be able to clear, and there's that man Answorth again. He gets it down. Good intercept mark by my boy, the man with two surnames, Hayden Stanley. Does well, but then he turns it over, and Fraser Pearce at the half-back will just slow it down for Oakley at the moment, and he'll give it back to Hooper. Hooper will play on and get it wider afield, and Whitehead for Oakley. He's picked out McClarty. They're doing as they like at the moment. Oakley, Campbell Lane has worked it up to centre wing. Now they'll go inboard. Croc. That time, who have we got there, Crooksy?
Morgan
will go towards half forward. And he's found a lead, and he's found Ben Crocker.
Crocker, just forward of centre wing, outer side of Etihad.
Good pass.
Looking for Paddy Phillips. Good defence there by Stanley. They're working it forward. Now Crocker for the Rangers. He goes out wide. Hannon drops what he probably should have taken. Ainsworth. The ball flicks out. Oh, how's the bounce?
It's Chargers today at the moment.
Now the Chargers, they go out wide. Campbell Lane, breakfast at Sweethearts. They kick deep inside 50. It's close to the boundary line and Maybaum sees the ball over. In the shadows of half-time, 48 plays 24. 24 and a half minutes in, second quarter action, TAC Cup Radio.
Easton have got to make sure they hang on here. Cannot allow Oakley to get an easy goal from this stoppage.
Wing taps it down. Batty gets a quick kick out, but it's Burn-Jones off 50.
Too high downfield.
Too high downfield.
Just got coat hangered by Stevenson, I think.
And Ben Crocker is going to be the recipient of the free kick.
The Rangers got themselves back in the game, Shaky, and gee, that's crude.
Undisciplined.
Yeah, and look at this. This is going to hurt. The Rangers got themselves back in the game in the last 10 minutes. And if the Chargers get a goal, you'd say great first half of footy and well-deserved 5-goal lead.
All right, Ben Crocker has got the kick downfield. He is on a 60-degree angle. He'll kick from 10, 11 metres out. We're right behind it. Benny Crocker, the captain of the Oakley Chargers. He comes in. Bit of a hush over the stadium.
I'll back him.
He comes in, he kicks it right through the heart of the goal.
Ouch.
And the teammates come in to say, well done, skipper. That's the one we wanted. And at half-time, the Carter's Bar scoreboard reads Oakley 8-6-54. They lead the Eastern Rangers 3-6-24. Here at Etihad Stadium, the umpire holds the ball aloft. Take it away, Rick.
Big Michael Wen having a great game in the ruck up against Big Bo Mitchener for the Rangers. Great bounce to start this second half. Mitchener, beautiful handoff to Gallucci. Lost it to Cunningham. Pearce kicks it forward for Oakley. Goes towards half forward. Harry T gets it out to the dangerous Tom Phillips. He's tackled by Jackatine. Great tackle. And that was a dangerous move forward. And Jackatine did well for the Eastern Rangers on that tackle. This will be an important kick. He's decided to go through the middle. He's got a loose man, but it just hasn't hit him. Over the back, ball in dispute. Flicked out the back to that man, Cade Ainsworth. He gives it to Burn-Jones. That didn't travel 15. Play on's a call. Back to Burn-Jones. He gives it wide. They'll boot it long. Ferns goes long to half forward. They bring it to ground. Paddy Phillips, dangerous as ever, gives it to Sullivan. He boots it towards the forward line. Wrestling for position. Crocker gets it and loses it and gets penalised. And we'll just pick up Dylan Clark was the tackler. And he gives it off to Ryan Clark in the back pocket. They're looking to switch again. Dangerous little dinky kick to my boy Hayden Stevenson for Bound for Glory News. Gets the 1-2. Kicks it along the line towards centre wing. Mitchener brings it to the front. Ball right on the boundary line. They're trying to break it away. Good tackling there. And Hooper, that man Hooper, love watching him play. Holds up play. And we're at centre wing, just under the commentary box.
Ball tossed up. Hit straight down, Sullivan. Oh, has his pocket pinched by Bryce Batty. And he kicks along the line.
Reverse torpedo.
And the ball has been punched out.
They just can't break the ball free. The 100 metres they've gained has been under real pressure.
Ball to be thrown back in. We're between wing and half forward on the harbour side of the ground. Whistle blows. And it's a free kick to the Eastern Rangers. And
is it Serra or Chera?
It would be Cheddar.
Cheddar has the ball. He's going to launch inside 50.
Straight to their ruckman.
Downfield. That's silly, Ainsworth.
Wasn't much he could do. He was trying to pressure him, but it was a bit late.
It was a bit late, Rick.
All right. Very important for the Eastern Rangers to get the first goal of the second half. And it's in a safe pair of hands of Ryan Clark, who will line up 20 metres out directly in front. He comes in and kicks. Umpire does not move a muscle.
Just
That's
what they wanted.
Eastern Rangers 4th. They move on to 4 goals, 6:30. The Oakley Chargers are 8-6-54. They lead it by 24 points on the Carter's Bar scoreboard. And we are 3 minutes in on the Cowboys' cash and carry time clock.
2 disposals in the first couple of minutes. That's what they wanted, the Rangers. Get their ball, and it was good. Gallucci's in the middle too. So they've made a few changes at half time. Hopefully they can get their hands on the footy a little bit more.
Back in the middle. Rangers did get a bit more of the ball in the last 5 minutes of that second quarter. So carrying on that form, get an early goal. Wen should get the tap out. Now sharked away.
That's
They
holding
can't
the ball.
quite break away from it. And we'll have to have another ball up. Almost in the centre. Chera getting up with it. Wen taps it out. Harvey paddles it forward for the Eastern Rangers. Good work. Gets it to half forward. Oh, big collision coming up. Burn Jones just attacked it. Fantastic.
Fantastic attack on the football.
And he's a real goer, this little fella. And he gets it inboard. He's got support. Cunningham. He's impressed today. He'll go very wide. He's gone to a contest. Good intercept, Blake Hardwick. He'll chip it inside 50. Spoiled by Ferns. Chera with the ball now. Bryce Batty gets it down towards full forward. Up they go. Hits the deck. The ball is loose. Kicked under pressure towards the boundary line. And eventually it'll go out of bounds. Eastern players wanting a free kick for it, but no.
Blake Hardwick, shaky, kicking off the back foot. What do you think as a coach?
Look, he was under pressure. You've just got to get that ball forward and you've got to have that skill. The game demands it.
47 metres around from the Rangers' goal. Hannon gets the tap out. And the ball in dispute underneath 6 players, and the umpire will come in and ball this up. We're 42 metres out from the Rangers' goal. Up they go. Wen punches it over the back. Tight, tough finals footy. Fraser Pearce. Harvey Hooper gets dispossessed. Jacquetine in there. Wen. Now they get it out to Stevenson on the right boot. Misses all out in the full.
Good pressure there. I think Pearce, it might have been, just laid a hand on Stevenson as he was kicking.
Bedison will take the resultant free kick in the back pocket. Rangers have started this quarter a bit better.
Just need a bit more out of Darcy Crocker and Bryce Batty at the moment.
And some ball on the outside.
Yeah.
So they get some opportunity to give their forwards a real chance one-on-one to get the football.
Bedison kicks to the outer half-back flank. Bit of pushing and shoving. Umpire not having a bar of it. And big, massive Michael Wen takes the mark. He kicks to centre wing to the man on the lead. Just dribbles out at the end. Dylan Clark gets a kick. It's a bit of an up and under. A lot of courage involved there. Ball comes down. Stevenson can't quite take it.
Good take.
Now that Jeffs gets it out the back, they kick forward. Man in front. Hardwick comes over the back. Again, ball in dispute. Hardwick lays a tackle and the ball goes over the boundary line, out of bounds.
Batty 3 disposals this quarter, so definitely getting his hands on the footy.
Good to see.
They're working hard.
You can see the urgency in their play at the moment, the Rangers, trying to work their way back into the game. Ball thrown in. 55 out from the Rangers' goal. Wen dominating the ruck. Gets it down. Little Darcy Crocker gets a toe poke further afield. Good spoil by Stevenson. Brings it to ground. And they lock it in about 30 metres out from goal. And just trying to force it towards that goal square area. We've got a one-on-one down there. Looks like Ryan Clark and Hooper. Ball hits the deck again. Can't quite break away with it. Ferns gets caught. Kicks it out of trouble. Momentarily, Ryan Harvey gets it. Can't quite break the tackle. And we're about 45 out from goal at the moment. Bit of an arm wrestle this second half. When in the ruck, tapped down by Hannon. Scoots out the back. Burne-Jones gets tackled by Stevenson. Good.
I tell you what.
Yep.
He's going to ping him.
And we've got Bryce Batty coming off the ground. It looks like a nasty wrist injury.
Caden,
Yep.
what did you see there?
Didn't quite see it. I'm not sure what's wrong.
Yeah, maybe it did look like Bryce Batty holding his wrist or forearm.
Keep an eye on that, Caden. Now
worries,
we've got
boys.
Stevenson with the kick for goal. He's gone a long way back.
See what you mean?
Michael Holding.
He'll kick just inside the 50. Comes in. Jaden Stevens connects beautifully.
Oh, I tell you what.
Oh, he's got through. That
Got
was
every-
a long kick.
He's got every
And
bit of that.
Gee whiz. He can keep running that far in. That's his second for the day, Jaden Stevenson.
And that's great reward for a lot of hard work there from Eastern Rangers.
Eastern 5-6-36 trail. Oakley 8-6, 54 on the Carter scoreboard. We're now 8.5 minutes into this third quarter. Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
And that's his second goal for the day, Jaden Stevenson. And that was a bit of a matchup that we were looking forward to, Burne-Jones and Stevenson. Plenty of energy.
As a small forward, that's a good return, I think, if you're kicking a couple of goals.
He's been a real target for them up there.
Recall bounce in the middle. 54 plays 36. 18 points the difference in the TAC Cup 2015 Grand Final. Fraser Pearce handballs backward to Rough's Edge, who gets it back to Walker on the left boot, and Kate Answorth marks it. He kicks to the outer half forward flank looking for Ben Crocker. Dylan Clark right on his ginger, and he toe pokes the ball over the boundary line out of bounds. It'll be thrown in.
So Blake, Eastern Rangers had a loose back behind the football there, and Oakley have sent McClarty back to equalise that.
Rangers. Oh,
Too high.
Gallucci. Could have got caught eye. Jordan Gallucci. Real Rolls-Royce footballer Gallucci. Kicks out wide. Clark worked his man underneath the ball there. Ryan Clark and Tom Phillips on each other at the moment. No shortage of talent in that matchup. As the ball is thrown in, bang on centre wing. Mitchener taps it over the back. Lovely tap. Needs someone to run onto it. Sullivan for Oakley. He taps it out wide to Tom Phillips. My boy for Bound for Glory News. He kicks forward, and Brolick with a double fister puts it over the boundary line out of bounds.
Just with that Brolick intercept there, we're used to him taking a lot of marks across half-back. Probably haven't seen that today, just the way the game's gone.
And again, I think it's been that pressure.
Yeah.
He's been drawn to a man. He hasn't been able to get off his man to get into that, be that third interceptor.
Cotty gets the ball out to Chera. Hayden Stanley, quick kick to centre wing, and Jack Ferns for Oakley. Nice Rocket Gibraltar mark. Will send it back from whence it came.
Ferns gives it off to Campbell Lane at half-back. He'll go short to Tommy Phillips. Phillips just holding it up. He'll go to a lead, and it goes a bit long. Overcooks it, allows it Rangers in here. They can just flick it out the back. Good tackling going on there. Now Kerr with the handball. Dangerous spot right in the middle of the ground. It's flicked out into open space. Johnson gets it for Oakley. Kicks towards Crocker. Oh, he's brought down. No free kick there. Dylan Clark wrestling with him. Bit of holding both ways there. Now they're back at it again. Great battle one-on-one. Crocker was a bit unlucky, but it was a great one-on-one duel.
I reckon fantastic umpiring there in the end, because I think there was a bit of 50 cents each way.
Yeah.
It's better the umpire doesn't guess.
Ball thrown up. Mitchener taps it down. Players diving on it. Not sure he won't ping him here.
Oh, he will.
Yep.
Not
He
sure
will.
he won't. And he does. And that's against Harry.
Good umpiring again.
Harry Thompson comes up with the ball last. So Ryan Harvey will take it for the Eastern Rangers. He's at half-back. He's gone towards the lead at centre wing. The kick has to be spot on.
good.
Hannum with the
Beautiful
leap
mark.
did well. Just had that leap. And good contested mark underneath us here. He'll kick long towards half forward. This is a big pack of players. And Mitchener floats in, kicks it out in front of Ryan Clark. He'll run onto it. Just didn't have enough of the footy in front of him. And all of a sudden, we'll have a ball in. 40 metres out.
Good play there.
Oh, this is the premiership caught up. Tight footy, 18 points the difference. Ball to be thrown in. We're 40 metres around from the Rangers' goal. Nice tap out there by Hannon. He gets it. He snaps to the top of the square. Stevenson, Ryan Clark and Tom Phillips. Phillips is over the top of it. Clark reefs him of it. Stevens comes in over the top. Now there's a big group hug and the umpire will come in and toss it up.
He's really getting to work at the contest, winning their own footy and just getting it forward.
Now over the back, Hardwick kicks it over his head, and they're the kind of goals that can change football matches, and they move the scoreboard on to 6 goals, 6-42. They only trail by 12. Oakley Chargers 8-6-54. Carter's Bar scoreboard 13 and a half minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Two things have happened, I think, in this quarter. The better Rangers players are getting their hands on a footy like Cotty, Clark and Hardwick, and have quelled Ainsworth. I think he's only had one touch in this third quarter.
He's gone back in the middle now, so it'll be interesting to watch.
Who's gone on number 58? Chera is on Ainsworth. So good contest coming up.
Back in the middle. When it gets a favourable bounce and was able to hand it off too easily. The umpire will recall that one. Now this should favour Mitchener, the throw up. And it does. Mitchener with the leap. Gets it down to Crocker. Cotty paddling it along. Gets it forward. Now it's out the back. Mitchener kicks towards a one-on-one. Hannon did well earlier. Gets it to ground. Lane swoops on it. He's done well for Oakley. Kicks towards centre wing.
Oh!
Keppel just tries to barge his way through.
Great tackle.
The tackler there was Sullivan. Fantastic tackle. He gets it to Cunningham. He's at centre wing for Oakley. Good defence by Easton at the moment, just holding him up. A kick to no one in particular, and it's gone out of bounds.
And that's been one of the big changes. In the first half, we saw Oakley be able to have chains of possessions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easton have shut them down. They're making him kick to contests.
Ball to be thrown in. We are 60 metres around from the Chargers' goal. They're kicking to the Burke Street or Lloyd end of the ground. Tapped over the back, Brolick. He feeds the ball out. Oakley are first in. Nice work by Hooper. Kick round the corner. Luxor Fortune. Paddy Phillips has marked this just outside 50. He's got Campbell Lane inside 50. Not good checking by Easton, and he has marked this 37 metres out from goal on a 45-degree angle. And this just to stop the momentum a tad.
It's a big kick, this, I reckon.
In the context of the game, Campbell Lane, he comes in, kicks. It is just across the face, just faded to the right. 8-7-55, Carter's Bar scoreboard, 6-6-42. And we are 16 and a half minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Yeah, boys, Bryce Batty is back up on the bench. He's got that wrist strapped. He seems to be in a little bit of pain, but he is back up.
Good to see. Now they'll play along the line here. And that ball's been taken by Jeffs. He's gone back inboard. Brolick towards centre half-back. Dangerous kick. Crocker gets first hand on it. Brings it to ground. Cunningham the tackler. And we'll have a ball up, 45 out. No room for error with that kick. Mitchener taps it down. Crocker with the left foot, dribbles it towards centre wing. Oh, Hooper, he does beautifully. Swings around on the right, centres it. But there's that intercept mark we've been waiting for. Brolick does very well there. Chops it off. Gets it out to Sister. Sister will go back over the other side to Hannon. Or Jeffs it is. Jeffs over to Crocker. Starting to get his hands on it, but that time the kick just bounced to the left and beat him, and it went out of bounds.
Those kicks have got to hit when you're coming out of defence.
There's no pressure either on the kick, so understand there. We're at half forward, Oakley attacking. Mitchener works his way down. Wen gets the punch, and it's out of bounds again.
So the Chargers are doing a bit what the Rangers did late in the second quarter, just starting to get their hands on the footy and stop the run of the Rangers.
Ball to be thrown in. Michael Wen has done a sterling job in the ruck. So has Mitchener. Gets it down out the back. Crocker again for the Eastern Rangers.
Oh.
Gallucci with the one-hander. Gets it on the bounce. Streams towards 50. Kicks to the square. Stevenson takes the mark. He's on an angle, but I'll nearly put me hard-earned on him. Jaden Stevenson.
He's only 6 metres out. He's just got to think his way through here.
To go.
Oh, he loves it too. He's got it, Jaden Stevenson. Oh, your beauty. We've got the close one. This moves on Eastern Rangers, Carter's Bar scoreboard, 7-6-48. The Oakley Chargers, 8-7-55. 7 points the lead. 19 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Jordan Gallucci, bottom age player, All-Australian, Vic Metro, dynamic pace, dynamic contest, fantastic.
And almost took mark of the day as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and Stevenson just blowing his hair out of his face before they were taking the mark there.
It's all about the look, isn't it?
I was about to say, he got himself on TV on Fox Footy, out of all things.
All right, back in the centre. Ball bounced. Comes out. 7 points the difference. Not far off three-quarter time. Just about to tick over 20 minutes in the third quarter. Wen taps it down. Crocker for Easton. Kicks it forward. Whitehead kicks it off. It just in the air. Reeks it out. Now Oakley. They've got some numbers. Demand. Kicks to half forward, looking for Harry Thompson. Good contest. Out the back. Now Chera. Kicks it to half forward for Easton. Lockie Burne-Jones, front position. Finds Ben Crocker in the middle of Etihad Stadium. He kicks up forward. Oh, beautiful work there by Cunningham. Goes across the face of goal.
Should have just banged it. He almost sat it up, didn't he, that kick? It should have been a kick for goal.
I think he saw McClarty there and he had the big man and he thought he'd use him, so...
Ball to be thrown in. We're 2 metres around from the point post for the Oakley Chargers. Tapped over the back. Johnson overruns it. In underneath is a big pack of players. Darcy Crocker for the Eastern Rangers, and the umpire will come in and toss this up. We are 30 metres out from the Oakley Chargers goal. In the shadows of three-quarter time. Oh, bouncing out. It's Cunningham again. Kick,
Get rid of
snap.
it. Oh, that was a
They
drop
get
kick.
it out. Now they've got a chance. Bang, goal.
Missed.
Missed. Paddy Phillips. Gee.
Tom Phillips? Paddy Phillips.
That was Paddy Phillips.
1 goal, 5.
8 goals, 8.56
Brother.
to 7-6-48 with the Eastern Rangers to bring the ball back in.
Brolick to go long towards half-back. And in front, they've got it down to Crocker. Just scooting it. He'll go back on the left. Works it back to Dylan Clark. Goes towards centre wing. Here they come. Collins, he's found Harvey in the middle.
Get rid of it.
He's decided to kick it up and under a bit. The ball's in dispute. Spoil. Play on's a call. Oakley got the numbers back. Probably could have used it better there, the Rangers. And all of a sudden, we've got a pack forming. Now it's out the back. Harvey goes back in. Can't break away. And the umpire will ball it up. They just had that extra handball they could have used there.
Could have laid it off there to the man on his right there, Shaky, I reckon.
Yeah, might have got the better of him.
Now the both ruckmen fall over in the contest. Back towards centre wing. It favours Clark, Dylan Clark. He gets smashed in the tackle. They're going in hard as ever now. Trying to break out of that ruck. There goes Brown, gets the foot down towards Hannon, who fumbled it. He had it and lost it. Big Michael Wen back in there to help out.
Game on. Game on.
I think we've just moved it up into fifth gear here. It has really stepped up. Close to the boundary line, kick smothered, and the ball will be thrown in. We are 65 metres around from the Rangers' goal.
Brolich has lifted it off half back, and Cotty as well, getting plenty of the footy.
We've got McClarty and Bo Mitchener in the ruck. The boundary umpire throws it in. Mitchener gets the tap. They've got the players here wrapped up in a tackle. Good work, Ruff's edge. Umpire's looking. Had that twinkle in his eye, but he thought, no, I'll toss it up.
One disposal for Ainsworth still in this third quarter. Chera, big tick.
McClarty taps it out. Fraser Pearce gets it. Now they work it clear Oakley. They kick to centre wing. Harry Thompson, good strength. Oh, this is tight, tough, hard grand final type footy. Big pack of players.
They've got to get their stoppages right at the moment, don't they? Because it's getting that way. A lot of stoppages right at this minute. Centre wing. And no one went for that one. Fresh air shot. McClarty with the hands to my boy. Duman gets it down for Bound for Glory News towards half forward. Maybaum just mops it up. Probably had time on his own there. He's right on the 50 defensive side. There'll be a ball in.
And there's just no easy ball anywhere on the ground. It's contests right across the ground.
Maybaum up, this time it's McClarty. Anyway, Crocker getting a hand on the ball a fair bit in this quarter. Gets the right footer down towards half back. Pinched by Paddy Phillips. Gives it off. Now it's in dispute. Collins paddles it. Out the back, here comes Brown. Gives it to Collins. Easton working forward towards centre half forward. Ball is loose. Hang on, we've got a high tackle.
Hardwick
holding a man.
Hardwick will get the free kick. Right on the siren. This is a big kick.
He's easy got the journey.
There is 8 points of difference here, three-quarter time. And Blake Hardwick for Easton, who are down by 8.
You have to kick it 47 metres.
He's not. You'd nearly back him in normally from this distance, but this is a grand final. Comes in, kicks long and hard, and it's through the middle.
Ball game
2-point ball game. Three-quarter time here at Etihad Stadium. Grand final. Easton 8-6-54. Oakley 8-8-56. And what a great game we have on our hands.
1 quarter of footy. Umpire to bounce the ball. Take it away, Rick.
Nice bounce to start this quarter. And it's tapped down to Cotty. Breaks away. Now an intercept by Brown. Callum Brown gets all tied up. We're 5 metres forward of the Eastern Rangers forward line. And a bit of a push and shove. Tapped over the back. Just trying to break away. Walker, that's Tom Phillips now on the left. Goes long towards centre half forward. Crocker in front. Toe pokes it further afield. Brolick with the intercept. Will kick it towards half back. But there's Walker. Diving mark. It's my man actually. Duman goes long towards centre half forward. A spoil. Feeds it out the back. Now they've got the run. Clark takes it at half back for the Eastern Rangers. He'll kick towards centre wing. A one-on-one, two little fellas. Brown gets it to ground. Hooper swoops on it. Gives off the handball. It's in dispute. Crocker intercepts. Now they'll go forward here, the Eastern Rangers, but here's Ferns, been ever reliable today in the back line. Takes the mark and gives it to Whitehead. Whitehead on the burst, kicks it towards centre wing, and out of bounds it goes.
All right. Early doors, final quarter action. Throwing the ball back in. When Crocker for the Rangers. It's Walker for Oakley who gets the ball out. Now Crocker again. He's had a good second half. It's a bit of an up and under. Callum Brown wrapped up by Kate Ainsworth in a tackle, and the ball will be thrown up about 1.5 metres in from the boundary.
Chera's doing a really good job on Ainsworth. Ainsworth has just got to work harder to get the ball now.
Ainsworth, kick smothered. Mitchener's got it. It's an up, it's an under. It goes over the top. They fly for it. Now Easton break clear. They kick inside 50. Comes over the back. McClarty. Just nice work. Feeds the handball off. Whitehead. Now they have to defend, punch it. Campbell Lane gets it over to Whitehead. They kick to centre wing and Cunningham takes a safe mark. He looks forward, goes along the line. Lovely spearing pass to big bad bustling Benny Crocker, who wheels around, kicks inside 50. Up they go. Lovely mark taken for the Oakley Chargers, and this will be Morgan, Alex Morgan.
Just a penetrating kick again, went 55 metres. Just put the backman under pressure.
This to stretch the lead back out to 8 points for the Oakley Chargers. Alex Morgan would be on a 55-degree angle. He's going to kick it from 28 metres out. We're right behind it. Morgan, you can hear a pin drop inside Etihad. He comes in. He kicks.
Great
I like
kick.
the look of it. I like the look of it. Straight through the middle, Alex Morgan. That is their 9th. They move on to 9-8-62 Carter's Bar scoreboard to 8-6-54 the Eastern Rangers, and we're 3.5 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Just a good start, and it's a big goal for Oakley. That's their first goal of the second half, and it's going to be really good just to see. I think in the end, a couple of times the Rangers players got the ball off half-back and just hacked it out. Maybe not lowering the eyes, or at least, kicking it a little bit further. Just looking for the right option.
Back in the middle, they're almost side by side, these two ruckmen. Harvey sharks it out of midair. Oh, good mark out in front.
That's a mark.
He juggled it 5 times, not paid. Oh, ferocious tackling. Centre half forward for Easton. Don't know how many bites of the cherry you have to have these days, but they've certainly changed that. Ball tapped down, centre half forward. Now we'll get a kick out of the pack that time by Big Mitchener. Up they go. Garner brings it to ground. Little toe poke further. My boy, Duman gets off the hands for Oakley towards the defensive side. Phillips grabs it. He can't break away. Wrenched away by Hardwick. And good defensive play from the forwards there from the Rangers. And it's paddled out. We're 55 out from goal. Half forward. Easton attacking. Michael Wen up against Hannon. They bring it to ground. Tapped out of there. Back in it goes. There'll have to be a ball up here. We've got 6 or 7 around it. And the umpire, we're only 53 metres out now. You ball it up, throws up quickly. Wen taps it over the back. Oh, fresh air by Cotty, but he didn't have it. He'll get the free. He's at half forward. He'll probably go to the point of the square. He's turned it over. Intercept mark, Cade Ainsworth. And he's got a runner out wide if they can pick it up. Intercept by Garner. Garner gets it back. This is a hot ball at the moment. They can't break away either team. Now it's back inboard. Kick towards full forward. Wen with the spoil. Over the back, it's in dispute. McClarty paddling along in the back pocket. He gets tackled as he handballs it. They're under pressure. Burns gives it out to Hooper. And the ever reliable Hooper gets it out to Lane. The ball hits the deck and works it out of bounds.
Cool in a crisis, Jakey?
Yes.
How's back here, McClarty?
It's tough. They're really putting pressure on, and it's going to take Oakley to keep their wits about them and make some good decisions under pressure to get the ball out of here.
Ball to be thrown in. We're 40 metres out from the Rangers' goal. There's a quick kick up. Bouncing ball. Demand. Quick hands. Tom Phillips. Buys himself some time.
Good kick.
Kicks out to centre wing. Kick forward by Fraser Pearce. Oh, lovely kick. He finds Alex Morgan. He's outside 50. Creeps, told to play on. Not sure what to do. Now he handballs. He's got Cunningham. He dances sideways. He kicks up forward. Oh, drop what should have been taken. Good hands. And Jacatine kicks out. He gets it to centre wing. Eastern Rangers going forward. Oh, no one here. Big Michael Wen.
He's putting his hand up.
Wen to send it back from whence it came. Oh, charges everywhere here. Taylor Demand has marked this. He's between wing and half forward.
Doing a good job, Demand.
He just kicks up forward. Comes out the back. Rangers have got numbers. Dion Johnson taps it out for Oakley and the boundary line wins. It is time clock. 8 minutes into the last quarter. Oakley 62, Eastern 54.
Ball to be thrown in. Kerr, the third man up. They just work it out. Rough's Edge couldn't get it away. Now he gets it again. Little handball out to my man Demand. Kick under pressure towards the top of the square. Oh, it just drops at the last minute. No one able to take the mark. The ball's on the ground. Players jumping on it left, right and centre. And we'll have a ball up 25 metres out from the Oakley goal.
Bit of panic by the Rangers at the moment. They're just sort of kicking but not looking where they're going.
Tap down, feet of the pack, little kick out of pressure. And a good mark by Demand. For my boy, for Bound for Glory News, goes towards full forward. Oh, one-hander, almost taken.
Oh, no, umpire.
Just like to see that one on replay, Gabe. Dylan Clark.
Yes.
The umpire's paid a throw. We'll just have a look and see if he tapped it or threw it.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Looked like a tap.
They have left a lot go, the umpires, and that one there, maybe they should have just let it go.
Paddy Phillips will get the resultant free kick. It was half of Pat. There was a bit of a push. But good on him, he's called it. Paddy Phillips lines up. He's 25 metres out directly in front and
he's continued on his trend.
1 goal, 6.
Hasn't got the radar right today and it's through for a behind. Oakley move on the Carter's Bar scoreboard to 8-7-55. East Oakley 9-9-63 to Eastern 8-6-54.
Now he's kicked up to a contest here. The big ruckman fought hard for it. Now it's centre half forward here for Oakley, and there'll be a ball up. Lots of stoppages in this game. Really hard fought footy. Tapped out. Players going without it. Trying to work it clear of the ruck. They'll tap it out again. Gallucci gets a high one. Umpire lets it go. He taps it out. Little toe poke out towards Sister. Sister leading into the race. Ainsworth trying hard to grab him. Oh, he puts him under enough pressure to force a mistake. Great work, Kate Ainsworth. He gets the handball, gives it to Pearce. And now they work it towards half forward. And a good mark out in front is Johnson. He'll kick to a 2-on-2 in the square. Thumped away, Brolick, fresh air kick. Play on's a call. Getting back in numbers. Now the Eastern boys trying to work it clear, but it's back into the trouble zone. Pearce with it, feeds it out to Ainsworth. He spotted up a man inside 50.
Morgan,
and a mark's taken 40 metres out. And it'll be a shot on goal, 45-degree angle. We are right behind it here. So this kick is vital.
Morgan started in defence.
Alex Morgan.
Well, he knows the way home from here. This is virtually the same spot.
So he's going to kick for goal, 40 metres out. The difference is 9 points. This is a big kick, 11 minutes into this final quarter. Grand Final, TAC Cup. Alex Morgan comes in. Kicks, it's gone wide. It's gone to the pocket. And it's brought to ground. No one able to grab it. The umpire's letting it go. All of a sudden we'll have a ball up.
And that was looked like a bit of fatigue in that kick.
Not much in it. Just slid it off the boot. Throw up in the back pocket. Johnson gets it to boot, dribbles it towards goal, touched on the line.
Dylan Clark.
Great work there by Crocker to just hold his ground to allow the Shepherd.
Was that the Fletcher end, Crooksy?
That was the Fletcher end. Brolick brings the ball back in and finds Sister.
Eastern have just got to get the ball out of this defensive zone. Their pressure is just rising every touch they have down here.
Sister, not a lot of options, goes to Hayden Stanley.
Would you be happy to take a risk at this stage or keep playing the way they are, Eastern?
I think they've got to go quickly. The slower they are, the more opportunity Oakley have got to hem them in.
Crocker just kicks it forward. It's close to the boundary line and out of bounds.
The positive, though, for the Rangers is the Chargers are dominating, but it's only not a 10 points of difference. So it only has to change a little bit, and the Rangers are still in the game.
Ball thrown in. Tap out. Ryan Harvey can't run onto it. Liam Jeffs just misses it, goes past him. He gets back into the contest. Umpire will have no option but to come in and toss it up. 13 minutes into the last quarter, 10 points the difference. Oakley have it at the moment. Harry Thompson for Oakley. Taps it out. Oh, nice work. Tommy Sullivan goes over the top. Now Cheddar out in the full. And Walker for Oakley will take the resultant free kick. He goes inboard. He finds Cunningham. Defensive side of centre wing. He goes in short and finds Byrne-Jones. Bit of a game of chess at the moment. Byrne-Jones, another short kick.
Oakley can't allow them just to... Eastern can't allow them just to chip the ball around like this.
Jack Ferns, it's come back from where it started. Just chewing up a bit of clock. Ferns, now he goes long. Looking for a mark. Ball drops. Morgan's in there for Oakley, and again, the umpire will come in and ball this up. We're between wing and half forward. Docklands Harbour side of the ground. Beautiful tap by Thompson to Morgan. He kicks up forward. They're looking for a mark. It's front and square. Oakley lead the race to the ball. Nice work by Sullivan.
Morgan
He's got
again.
Morgan out wide on the left boot. He kicks to the pocket, and it is touched over the line.
Just too many numbers around the ball, Oakley, at the moment.
And Rangers can't get it past the midfield. They can't get it forward to centre. So good pressure, though, by the Chargers.
Throw in. This is a vital clearance here.
Morgan on his own here.
They've tapped it down to the feet of the pack. Oh, we got a kick out of the pack, but it goes towards half-back. Collins leads in the race.
Good
Does
take.
well to trap it. Gets on his favoured left. Kicks towards centre wing. Hannon against Fern. Oh, Fern's been terrific in that back line today. Played a real stopper role and thumped it over the line. And we've got a ball in. Centre wing. Mitchener comes over the back. Here's Clark. Ryan Clark with a little chip inboard.
Courage.
Gutsy mark by Cotty.
Courage.
Looked like he was going to get cleaned up, but he didn't flinch and went for the ball. And just love to see Clark on the burst like that. That could be the difference. Cotty comes in from 50. Just crosses 50 now. Oh, he's kicked off the side of the boot.
Missed everything.
And missed everything.
Seriously.
Anyway, this will give the ball to Lachlan Byrne-Jones in the back pocket. Little terrier, 170 centimetres. Lachlan Byrne-Jones. Done well here, just holding him up here, the Rangers. Oh, good mark in the front, Ferns. Excellent play. Plays on straight away. He gives it to Pearce. He runs around. He'll go wide towards centre wing. Just Crocker run underneath it. Held out by Clark. Good duel all day. Crocker does well. spins around into the middle. He's got a loose man. And there's Answorth. He'll just go down the line. He's got another loose man. They're just holding it up, using it well. Sullivan. Now this is an important kick. They're just trying to open up a hole here. He's gone to the square. 2 against 2.
Morgan.
Ball at the back, brought to ground. They've got Phillips. Oh, the kick was smothered. I'm not sure if it was his own player, but it's out of bounds all of a sudden.
At 17 minutes gone, you can just see the pace of the game has slowed down. The boys are really feeling the distance they've had to run on this bigger ground.
And the hard surface.
Harvey for Easton gets a clearing kick. Bouncing, bobbling, over the boundary line, out of bounds.
They've stayed in touch, haven't they, Easton? They're not allowing him to get away.
Ball to be thrown in. Ball tapped over the back by Mitchener. Oakley wrapped up in a tackle. Rough's edge. Gets it out to Pearce, having a good last quarter. Dropped what he should have taken. Now the ball's in dispute. Easton overran by Paddy Phillips. I don't know about the handball. Gets it to Sullivan. He's dispossessed.
Gone.
Easton have got numbers. Sullivan spills out and it's a behind.
That was in the midfield, I reckon. That was holding the ball.
All right, Brolick. He kicks the ball out quickly and finds his skipper in Darcy Crocker. Crocker goes inboard.
Oh, my goodness.
Fraser Pearce having a scintillating last quarter. He looks up. It's a busy inside 50. He's got a man on the lead, and that man would be big, bad, bustling Benny Crocker. And he has marked this 43 metres out on a 70-degree angle, kicking to the Fletcher Street end. Fletcher Street end. Fletcher. I think I'm at Windy Hill game.
Oh, my Lord.
Fletcher Street. It's a long time since I've been out of this, isn't it?
He's going to kick from right on the 50, and he's certainly got the capability of going the distance.
Ben Crocker. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Crocker comes in for Oakley. He kicks. It's bending. Not far enough. We're right on the line, and it's through for another behind. Carter's Bar scoreboard.
Could be a handy point.
9-12-66 to 8-6-54 Easton. 2 goals the difference. 9.5 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time.
With more than 2 goals to score, I think Easton have really got to take some risk.
They've got to go down the middle a bit more. They've hugged the boundary this quarter. Now it's over the back. Jeffs runs onto it, grabs it, handballs over the top. Stanley gets held up. Crocker gets tackled, gets a little toe poke further to Hannon. Hannon paddling it forward,
kick it off the
trying
ground.
to get it working out of the ruck. He did kick it out of the ground, but they just don't have enough numbers to support. Oakley get back, get it out the back. Now Sullivan gets a kick towards half forward, 1-on-1. It beats everyone, goes over the back, and that looks like, hang on, we've got it off the ball. Don't tell me, no. It's going to Easton.
Got to go. Just keep going. Play
and
on.
Jacatine plays on. Kicks wide. Crocker, he's everywhere. Darcy at the moment. Gives off the hand. He's got a bit of running. Keppel.
Clark.
Goes long. Cotty's in front. Brings it to ground. Paddles out the back. Clark feeds it to Hardwick. He gets tackled. Ball spills out the back and goes back in. And no one wanting to tap it out of that situation. And the umpire will ball it up with 40 out from goal.
The umpire just brought his hand up then when Hardwick got tackled and thought better of it.
It was a good decision because he did throw himself forward.
Oh, Mitchener's tap. That was
Cotty,
superb.
he missed it. Was it a goal?
The goal umpire's got a sense of humour.
Goal to Aaron Cotty. And I tell you what, John Nichols, Polly Farmer and Simon Madden would be so happy with Bo Mitchener. That is the ruck tap of the season to Aaron Cotty on the tear. And we have got a 1-goal game. Carter's Bar scoreboard. Oakley 9-12-66. Eastern Rangers 9-6-60. We're 21.5 minutes in on the Cowboys cash and carry time clock.
Golden point if we draw, I believe.
We had a Golden Point Grand Final.
Yes,
2 or
Jackson
3 years
McRae
ago.
kicked it. Now the ball back in the middle. Sarah gets tackled. Probably didn't have it. tapped away by Mitchener. Walker grabs it for Oakley, gives it off to Answorth. He gets a little kick towards centre wing. A race on our hands. They get it out in front, or tackled without it. Morgan will get the free.
Been good this last quarter, Morgan.
Been fantastic, Alex Morgan. And he'll kick almost centre wing. Oakley attacking. He'll kick to half forward. Crocker's his target. Just went a bit
over
long.
the back.
Over the back. Big Michael Wen runs onto it. Don't tell me. He kicks it out in front, and he's taken the mark.
No guarantee.
Pat Phillips. Now, I'm not sure if that was a ruckman kick or a meant pass.
It was a meant pass. Big, massive
Big
Michael Wen.
Played a great game, the ruckman. And Pat Phillips, if ever you need to get your kicking boots on, it's now.
Score check for today, Gabe.
1 goal. Where are you, Pat? 1 goal, 6.
And look, regardless, it's going to put them 7 points in front. So any score will be very handy here.
He's kicked the goal. 2-goal lead to Oakley on the Carter scoreboard. 72 plays 60. 22 and a half minutes into this final quarter.
It's really critical you try and get your best players around the ball now. There's probably not going to be too much time for any more interchanges. Just get your best players around the football.
Yep.
Oh, it's been a cracking season and complemented by a cracking grand final. It's the Oakley Chargers by 12 points. Umpire in. He bounces. Mitchener gets the tap again. Harvey kicks smothered off the boot. Answorth kicks forward. He's got Morgan. He gets it. Tackles, slung. Ball comes clear. Hayden Stanley for the Eastern Rangers.
Great kick.
He's got Joel Garner who kicks out wide. Stevenson gets it and plays on straight away. He looks forward. He kicks through 50. Stevenson!
Missed it.
Oh, point. Just behind Jaden Stevenson.
1 minute to go.
11 points the difference. Oakley to bring the ball back in. They kick to the Dockland side of the ground. The big men fly. Brolick at the back. Needs to get it away. It's intercepted. Oakley have got numbers here. And they kick it long to an open forward line. Big bad bustling Benny Crocker's got it. He wheels around. Oh, intercept mark. Easton are going to send it back from whence it came. They're on the tear. Ball picked up on the half volley. They kick it forward through Whitehead. Morgan on the right boot kicks inboard. Told to settle does Cunningham.
20 seconds.
Cunningham. He kicks long inside 50 and there's a mark. Good work. Cunningham has kicked this inboard and we've got a mark and it is Patrick Kerr. And there's the siren. Oakley Chargers go back to back in 2015 as Kerr comes in and it's behind. It doesn't matter. The final score here at Etihad Stadium shows the Oakley Chargers 10-13-73 have defeated the Eastern Rangers 9-7-61 in a sensational TAC Cup Grand Final. The goal kickers, please, Gabe.
Yes, and for the victors, the premiers, we have 2 goals each to Thompson, Pat Phillips, and Tom Phillips singles to Walker, Morgan, Crocker and Kerr. And for the runners-up, the Eastern Rangers, we have 3 goals to Hardwick, 3 goals to Stevenson, singles to Cotty, Ryan Clark and Brown.